It's time. I'm finally going to be officially revealing the 2022 Doodle Planner to you guys. There's so many things that I want to talk about, but I guess the first order of business is to show you guys my babies this year. Basically this entire year, I think literally since May or June, people have been asking, Amanda, are you doing a Doodle Planner this year? Again, when is it coming out? All of that. Yes, I was working on it this entire year. Today is the day that you guys are finally going to see it. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase and officially introduce you to the 2022 Doodle Planner. Ah, here they are. Look at them. I don't know where to begin. There's a lot to talk about. Right off the bat, if you're just looking for the cold hard facts, the information on when and where to get it, we will be launching these on November 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on shopamandarachlee.com. They're available worldwide. And this will not be a pre-order. So when you purchase them on November 6th, they will be shipping out. This year we really wanted to make sure to get them up early because if you haven't heard, there are a lot of global shipping delays, not just for Shop Amanda Richlee, but for every company in general. So hopefully that leaves enough time for you guys to receive them before the new year, even maybe for Christmas and the holidays. So that's when and where to get it. I'll also leave information in the description box below. I guess I should quickly explain what the Doodle Planner is in case any of you are new. So the Doodle Planner is a planner created by me. It's a planner that includes all of my hand-drawn illustrations in black and white, so you can color it like a coloring book, and it has some of my favorite bullet journal layouts. There's some blank pages in there as well, so I like to call it a hybrid between a planner, a coloring book, and a journal, and there's really so many possibilities. One of my favorite things is seeing what you guys do with the Doodle Planner. Some people use it as like a sentence a day journal, some people use it like a traditional planner, but if you are someone who loves the creative art aspects of my bullet journal setup videos, but maybe you don't have the time or drawing skills to recreate it, this is the planner for you. I literally created this planner with you in mind, and in terms of the setups, I also tried to choose layouts and formats that are very universal and can be applied to many things. But of course, I also wanted to take you guys through everything, show you each color, and also talk about the process, show you the inside, because there are some things that are different about this year's planner from previous year's planner. Over the past 2 years, I've been able to really see what you guys, the little doodles, like in the planner and how I can change it to improve it and make it better, because that's really the ultimate goal. The first two colors are very special members of the Doodle Planner family. You might have picked up on it when I showed you guys all of them, but here they are. So it is this green and this kind of yellowish cream color, almost like vanilla-y. And as you can see, they are a little funky because they actually have patterns on the front cover. Definitely very different from previous years. We usually do solid colors, but for these two colors, I have this little funky wavy pattern on it, and I love that the wavy pattern is kind of subtle on both of them, so you know, it's not too out there, but it's definitely very different from probably any other notebook that is on your workspace right now. The green one right here, this is called Sage Swirl. It's this really lovely mossy, sagey, pistachio-y kind of green, and then of course we have the gold embossments on the front, the gold charm on the front. I hate picking favorites, but this one might be it just because I am obsessed with green right now. But I also do love this one. This one is called Vanilla Swirl for obvious reason. It's this creamy beige kind of pale yellow color with, again, gold foil embossments and a gold charm and all of that. So those are two swirly babies. I only did the swirls for two of them because I wanted to test it out to see if you guys liked them. I mean, I personally think they're very cool and fun, but I didn't want to do the whole entire collection swirl. So we have two swirls. So this one here is our Cornflower Blue Doodle Planner, which is a fun inside joke if you've been watching my videos from like 4 years ago. Cornflower Blue is definitely a Lil Doodle reference slash inside joke. I wish you guys could see this color in person because it is so beautiful in person. As soon as I saw it in person, I was like, wow, this is it. I'm choosing it. I choose you because it's like the perfect mix of pastel, yet bright, yet neutral. It's kind of creamy, but not too light and white, because I feel like sometimes pastels can get too white and it's like vivid but not too neon. It's so beautiful, and out of the solid colors, I think this one's my favorite. I know I'm saying that about a lot of them, but I do really love this color, and I think it's different from any of the colors that we've released so far. We've done the sky blue and the teal. I'll do a comparison so that you guys can see the difference between this blue and the other blues that we've released, but this one is cornflower blue and I love it. Okay, next up we have light mauve. Mauve? I don't know how to pronounce it, although I probably should since it's literally the color of the doodle planner. This one is an interesting color. So of course last year the star color was lilac, and we weren't able to do lilac again this year for technical reasons. So I settled on this, which is, it kind of looks pink on the screen right now, but it's actually a very pretty mix between pink and purple. Again, I'll show a comparison between our blush pink and then the lilac from last year. It's pretty much perfectly in between. I would say it's kind of like a pinkish lilac, and it's so beautiful, and of course lovely pastel tones, gold foil on the front. Oh, the blue one has gold foil on the front too. All of the planners this year have gold, just because I think the colors this year worked best with gold. And then finally, of course, I have something for my neutral lovers out there. This one is charcoal, and I love this. I think the gold foil embossments look so stunning against the dark background. It is definitely not black. Again, I'll show a comparison between this one and probably the slate gray from last year, because those are the most similar colors. It's like a very dark gray, which is why I'm calling it charcoal. It looks so beautiful in person. I feel like this one is very classy and elegant, almost if you were having like a formal business meeting and you wanted to make yourself look very fancy. This is what I feel like I would carry. So those are the 5 colors, guys. We talked about the outside. Of course, we never judge a book by the cover, so I gotta show you guys what's inside this year. There are many things that are different. In terms of the themes, you can kind of see the themes based on the front cover. In order of month, the 2022 Doodle Planner themes are Paper Cranes, the Candy Heart theme, Houseplants, 1950s Diner, Bamboo, the Y2K kind of groovy theme, the Lighthouse Sailboat theme, then we have the Cottagecore Forest Fairy theme, the Computer File theme, Moon Phases Coffee, and then finally the Vintage Letter Aesthetic theme. Like all of the other doodle planners, all of the illustrations are hand-drawn by me. Here are some of the initial illustrations that I drew out, and just like on literally regular paper. And then they're put in this planner. This year, I really wanted to make sure the planner was next level and upgrade it. If you've owned the Shop and Manage Doodle Planner in the past, first of all, thank you. I appreciate the support. But for this year's planner, there are a couple little format changes that I implemented after listening to your feedback. So for each month, of course, you start out with our classic cover pages. That hasn't changed. I did make sure that the illustrations this month are fun to color in. Personally, I think they're kind of fun. I really kept that in mind as I was drawing them. Cover page on the right. On the left side, we do have the quote as usual. Every month has a different motivational quote. But underneath, as you can see here, I have a box for monthly goals. So I put that here this time. You'll see why. Flipping over to the next page in the month, we have the monthly calendar setup. This hasn't changed. It's just your classic calendar box layout with the doodles all over it. You have notes on the side. Next, we have our habit trackers and our mood trackers. So the habit trackers haven't changed. It's still mini calendars, and you have 9 boxes to put in whatever habits you want to track. But the mood trackers this year are very fun. So if you've had the previous Doodle Planner mood trackers, then you're probably used to the wheel format that we've done for the mood trackers for every month. But for this year, every single mood tracker is different and it is applicable to the theme. I have the mood tracker in a like little neon sign that you can color in. For the coffee theme, you color in the coffee cups. For the Candy Hearts theme, you color in each candy heart. For the plant theme, you color in each leaf. A lot of people were mentioning that they wanted more differentiation between each month, so I think the mood tracker illustrations were a good way to do that. They're each unique to the month and definitely more fun to color in than a wheel. So I'm very proud of that, and of course it did take extra work to illustrate for each month, but I think it's worth it. And then after the habit and mood tracker for each month, flipping over, as you can see, we have not one but 2 pages of dot grid inside each month. I have heard you guys, a lot of people mentioned they wanted more blank pages within the month. So the way we achieve that is by removing the monthly favorites that would normally be on this side of the spread. Previously, it was like monthly favorites, monthly goals and whatnot, and then on this side, it was just 1/2 of blank dot grid. But because I moved the monthly goals to the beginning, it freed up some space for the blank dot grid. So if you did want to have still that like monthly favorite section, you could kind of draw it in yourself, or if you have other spreads that you want to make each month, you can do that here. So it definitely just adds more space for customization for you. So, and then moving on, we of course have our weekly spreads. So I didn't change the layout of the weekly spreads because personally I think that this weekly spread layout, the one where there's 4 boxes on each side of the page, I think it just allows for the best use of space, because sometimes when you do things that are too vertical, you have to kind of squeeze things in. But if you do things that are too horizontal, then you don't have enough vertical planning space. So I think this is a happy medium. We do have a note section in the top corner as usual. In previous doodle planners, I had kept the weekly spreads a bit more simple, but this one I added more of the doodles, so each week can be fun for you to color in as well. Of course, at the end of the planner, we have multiple dot grid pages for extra customization, and then the usual reflections and goals at the beginning and end of the planner. While I was filming this video, I forgot to mention that each doodle planner this year is going to include a little freebie exclusive Polaroid photo card that has a secret message, and if you collect all 4, they actually connect like a puzzle. They're a little bit like trading cards. There's 4 versions, and I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun little bonus thing to include this year. I wish I could show you guys every illustration inside the planner, but I also want to keep some things a surprise for the people who are going to buy it. So if you do want to see more of the planner and the inside pages, definitely stay tuned on our Instagram at ShopAmandaRachLee. We'll be posting more photos of the planner as well as some other exciting things related to the launch as they come out. I think I have covered all the main important things about the 2022 Doodle Planner, my babies. I'm just so excited for this to be released and for you guys to see them in person and have one in your hands. I have honestly never been more proud of something that I've created or released. Between the inside illustrations and the covers and the colors, this is my favorite planner that we've released so far. We've released one for the past 2 years, so this is the 3rd edition. I like to think 3rd time's a charm. The first 2 years, of course, were definitely a learning process in terms of like me running my own business, what you guys wanted to see in the planner and what I liked, and just, you know, figuring out my footing. Last year's launch was shrouded in the misprint oops planner situation and dealing with that trauma, and then the previous year was of course launch, which had its own set of difficulties. So I like to think this is kind of like the first official real ShopAmandaRachLee year where I feel very confident in everything happening, and hopefully it'll be a smooth process this year. Also, we will be launching one more thing in conjunction with the planners, and we are launching these guys over here. So this is a special edition washi tape launch. We wanted to wrap up the year with some memories. So these are the colors from the previous year doodle planners. We have the lilac, the sky blue, blush pink, slate gray, and then the taupe. They have the metallic foil doodles from the previous year, and also the texture is really unique and interesting. It's the sparkle tape, which you guys will have seen in our previous doodle washi tape, as well as the star tape in our basic set. But the texture is really interesting because it actually has a slight grid pattern to them. So it's very subtle, but it's really pretty, especially when you put your flash on it. It looks very, very glittery and sparkly, but not like in a chunky way. I don't know how to describe it, but again, I'll include some better pictures of them. We just wanted to launch these as a special edition thing. There are only a limited amount of these just to wrap up the previous year's doodle planner and notebooks. So yes, these will be launching on the same day and time as the doodle planners. All right, I have talked your ear off. I know that was a lot of information, but I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Of course, I'm still nervous to see your guys' reaction, so I just want this to be like your little buddy for 2022, you know, carrying it around. I think we all need a good start for the new year. But that being said, I guess I will wrap up this video. Again, as a reminder, the 2022 doodle planners as well as the limited edition doodle washi tape will be launching on November 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern time on shopamandahlee.com. It is available worldwide. We do ship to most places, but like I mentioned earlier, please try to be patient and understanding with shipping times, not just with Shop Amanda Rich Lee, but for all small businesses and businesses in general. There are literal global shipping delays causing issues for everyone, so we'll of course try our best to resolve any issues, but if anything does arise, please try to be understanding. Keep updated with us on our Instagram. There are some more exciting things that we're going to be dropping here and there leading up to the actual launch date on November 6th. So I would recommend keeping updated there, as well as signing up for our email newsletter if you want to know when anything else is coming out. Whether this is your first time hearing of the Doodle Planner or if you've, you know, bought one from the very beginning, I just wanted to thank you for your support because I do really appreciate it, especially following me along in this small business journey, because of course there's been bumps in the road, and I appreciate you guys, you know, being interested in what I put out there. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We have so many other things planned and in the works, and I can't wait to show you all of it. But for now, I guess I will sign off. Thank you guys, keep doodling, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye everyone.